That ACR is a laser. I never really use it, mainly because I can't use weapons that don't have recoil at all. But man, that thing is like a fully automatic sniper rifle. What's up, guys? It's LP, and I was going to do something pretty ordinary with this video. I was going to talk about the gameplay, actually. I know, crazy. I was going to talk about how I struggled pretty bad with the first few classes that I chose. Started out with the RPD, figured long range, that'd be good. And that didn't work out too well. I was getting some hit markers, so I figured I would switch it up to the boomstick class, try and get behind them, rush them, whatever. They were camping a little too hard, so then I figured my next best option was to switch to the RPG, get them out of those holes. But that worked okay. And then I picked up a sniper rifle off the ground and ended up doing okay with it. So I was going to talk about how, classes really do matter and stuff like that. But the game's 3 years old. I'm sure you guys don't care. So what I'm actually going to talk about is I get a lot of requests lately. I don't know why. It's like when a hot topic comes out by another commentator, then people will, by the way, that was a sexy RPG. People ask me why I jump. I don't jump to show off. I jump because that gave me the good angle to get that thing across the map and into the ground. But anyway, for some reason when another commentator makes a topic commentary, then people will, my subscribers will say, hey LP, what do you think about this? So everybody wants to know, what's your final takes on Modern Warfare 3? Black Ops 2 is right around the corner. Talk about Modern Warfare 3. Let us have it. Tell us how shitty that game is. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm not necessarily going to tell you how bad it was, but I am going to give my final thoughts on Modern Warfare 3. I think this is probably going to be the first time that I actually don't return to a Call of Duty if the new Call of Duty isn't exactly what I'm looking for. Modern Warfare 3 just doesn't have that it factor, but let me get into it. I'm just going to break it down into like 3 categories. 3 things that I think they could have just done better on, and then I'll give you my overall impression of the game. Support streaks, map design, and function. Now, I know Fearcast did a video like this. He talked about assault streaks were probably his biggest gripe with Modern Warfare 3. And I've seen some other ones where they talk about death streaks, or they talk about, whatever the case may be, unbalanced weapons or whatever. And that stuff doesn't really bother me. I don't really care about stuff like that. I just want a game that functions, a game that does what it's supposed to do, a game that flows well. And Modern Warfare 3 just didn't really have that. And what I mean by support streaks and how it affects function, it just threw the balance out of the game. In the older Call of Duties, for the most part, a good player did well and a bad player did bad. I mean, Black Ops, you go play Black Ops, you'll see tons of 1 and 20s. Bad players don't really do that well in Black Ops. They may use some cheesy setups that might help them to do better, but a bad player is usually going to do bad. In Modern Warfare 3, it rewarded bad players, and I just feel like it just threw the game out of balance. And as far as the map design, we all know the maps were just very set up for just very campy play styles, lots of nooks and crannies, lots of windows. I'm not going to get too much into the map style. That's just a preference. Maybe they were good, but it's just my preference that I didn't like. And then the last thing is function, obviously. A lot of people dealt with bad hit detection issues, lag issues, very inconsistent hit markers. Sometimes it take you 3 shots, sometimes it take you 10. I just want a game that functions, and I'm sure everybody else can agree. So my final take on Modern Warfare 3, the game was good when it was good, and it was bad when it was bad. And look at this, capping a flag on a 24 streak. I knew they'd be coming through this window too. Playing the objective and dropping a nuke? My team was not capping flag, so I was calling that bad boy in. But anyway, guys, let me know your final thoughts on Modern Warfare 3. And as always, thanks for watching. Later. Just in case you missed them, thanks to YouTube's wonderfully functioning sub boxes, here's my last 2 videos. Just click on the screen.